This answer is powered by AskQuesty.com. Get help with your Squarespace questions or tasks on demand.
In this video, we'll be looking at the Squarespace site nj13results.org. On this site, there's a problem with the mobile menu. It's just not visible here at the top of the page. And there is this strange white bar that's at the bottom of the page that seems to link to the menu, but it's completely white and it's really not serving any purpose at all. So on the desktop view, this is what it looks like where those icons are at the top. But for some reason on the mobile view, those icons are missing and there's that white bar. And the menu is here, but of course we want it at the top where you can kind of link to the items and it's easily visible for any visitors to the site. So we've already applied the fixes here on this page. So as you can see, the icons are on the mobile device. On the desktop device, they're visible as well. And that's exactly what we want. There's no white bar at the bottom and it works perfectly. So this is the effect that we're going for. So what we've done to get this is to add some CSS, and I'll show you how to get that done and the exact CSS that you're going to need to use. So this is another site where we've pulled up. It's just a template, another template. So the changes that we apply here obviously won't affect this site because it's completely different. There's no mobile icons on the desktop version. But this is just to demonstrate what to do and where to go and how to insert your CSS to make your site look just like this. So the first step would be to go into Design, go to Custom CSS, and here in this box, we're going to start writing our code. So the first step would be to add @media max with 768 pixels and add our opening and closing curly braces. And what this does is to say apply our changes only at 768 when the browser is smaller than 768 pixels, or when viewing from a mobile device, it should be less than 768 pixels. And this is where 768 is where all the problems occur. So this is exactly where we need to get started. So the first thing to do would be to add mobile dash bar, and between those curly braces add display none. And what that does is to get rid of that mobile white bar that shows at the bottom of the page. So now we need to kind of display a couple things like the mobile icon here and this search icon. Those items that are normally visible, not visible, invisible. So we need to now show them. So we'll add the code for that. So the first one will be svg-icon, and those are for the icons. We also need to add dash body dot nav dash toggle dash label, comma. Another item would be body dot header dash special, and these are all items that you see here, all elements here that are normally missing. So the next one is body header dash special dot social search wrapper, and that's the element for the search. And also body hashtag header announcement wrapper. And that's the last one. So we add our curly braces, and between this we're going to type display block exclamation mark important, and that will be sure to override anything on the page that says display none, and make sure that the items are visible. So the very next thing we're going to do is add again body hash header announcement wrapper, and this is actually an element that's kind of holds this whole thing in place, like this whole bar above here. That's your header announcement wrapper. and we're going to add position fixed. And this is going to just cause that to be fixed at the top of the page so that as you scroll down, it'll always be visible there at the top. And that's very, well, it's good practice for good user experience. So we're going to add top 0. So it's going to be fixed at the top. And we also need to add a background color of white. And next, we also need to handle the closing wrapper, or rather, it's what it is exactly is this bar that shows the X here. We need to position that properly. So that's where you add nav close. Just make it visible. Nav close toggle dash wrapper. And we're also going to add position fixed. No, that needs to have top 20 pixels. So display 20 pixels from the top, and you add your importance so it overrides anything else. So it puts it exactly 20 pixels from the top. And bottom will be auto because for some reason it stuck to the bottom before. So now we're going to reset that by adding auto here. And then on the body tag, which is like the entire element of your complete site, we're going to add padding dash top 55 pixels and also add important to override any default padding. And what that does is to add some padding from the top of the page here so that your mobile menu doesn't cover anything important. So once you've applied all those changes, you're going to hit save. And your site, when you view it on a mobile device, will look exactly like this, where your mobile icons are at the top, and it will remain at the top once you scroll down the page, and it doesn't hide any important content. All right, so that's it.
Was this helpful? Ask a Squarespace question now. AskQuesty.com.